Sweet. And we are live. And, just to start that out, Kestel, you're going to have to tell me how to stop all this because I'm new to this. So,
Sure.
welcome everyone. I'm Dave, aka Sonic Orb Studios, the social media manager and all that jazz for Socialblade. Joining me, we got the usual Kestel Caden.
Hello.
The stream, and then after that, mute the live stream so I can get myself back.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. We got a new intern. We're just going to call him the intern.
Yep,
He's
that's
Danny.
me. I'm Danny. Hey.
He's helping out with some of the social media. So if you guys see a bunch of chatter and such on Twitter or Facebook and all that jazz, well, you'll see his tag at the end of that. And we tried to get him on a few weeks back, but he canceled last minute due to some issues that came up. But we got
They're legitimate
MysticSpade.
issues.
Yeah, legitimate issues, yes. MysticSpade, a YouTuber, does a lot of live streaming as well. So, I don't have a rundown, Kestel. What are we covering?
Oh my god. Seriously?
I can't open up any chat either.
Yeah, no, that was the whole point of why I was going to get you to do it before. All right, so we're going to be talking about a few things then. First off, MysticSpade, I know that you do videos on YouTube. What type of videos do you do, and what kind of benefits do you see with the stuff that you've been doing lately? Like, what would you say are the best types of videos that you have done so far?
Like,
Does that make any sense?
that yield the best results?
Yeah,
or that
yeah.
I think of the best.
Both, if it's a different answer.
Well, not Call of Duty. Other than that, let's see. Personally, I do gaming videos mostly around. It started with Call of Duty, but I recently decided to quit playing it because honestly, I think the franchise is in a steep decline. And then I decided to just start playing what I personally love to play, which is just moddable PC games, which I get a big kick out of that. And what I've seen the best results of on my YouTube channel is basically a vlog style show I do called Unfiltered. And then in my Assassin's Creed videos, like I never did an Assassin's Creed Let's Play. All I did is the costume videos where I showed the costume, how to get the costume, and gameplay of the costume. And that yielded me crazy results. I started that 2 years ago, and those videos have kept me over 30,000 views monthly for 2 years consistently.
Not bad. DannyFratella, what type of stuff do you do?
Yeah, so I
Explain
put out
yourself.
videos. I do like vlog videos. I'm not really into gaming. In fact, I've never touched any of those like first-person shooter games ever. Never
You're a
played one
rebel.
of those. Yeah, I know. But yeah, no, I upload vlogs on various topics that I'm like passionate about or have a strong opinion about on my channel. And then I also go out and like explore and go on adventures and then vlog that like out in public.
Welcome to the non-gaming club.
Yeah, definitely.
I tried gaming so many times. I got the PS3, I got Call of Duty and all that, but I just get bored with it.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
I do have Grand Theft Auto. That kept me entertained. The only thing that really kept me entertained for a long period of time was Minecraft, but...
I got banned from Grand Theft Auto, so I refuse to support Rockstar.
I'm considering getting an original Xbox because I don't care so much for like the online play, but I'd like a nice cheap Xbox to play some of the old like classic games on.
The best game on original Xbox outside of Halo was Advent Rising. That game was amazing.
Okay, might have to check that out for sure.
All right, then. So, Danny, tell us what type of duties you'll be having as an intern at Socialblade.
Yeah, so I'm running all of Socialblade's social media. If you're tweeting, I'll probably be the one tweeting back. Feel free and chat me up. And then also running the Facebook and Google+, and then I might do some stuff with the blog as well, the Socialblade blog.
Not bad. So we'll be expecting to hear from you a lot more in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited
All right.
to start working and getting to know all of the Socialblade community.
Cool. Cool. Dave, what did you want to talk about today?
I really don't know. I could go over, like, I really don't know. Can you tell I planned this out?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm kidding. That's not necessarily a bad thing. out of everyone here, what type of suggestions would you give for people when they're trying to expand their social media networks?
I would say be consistent, be active. Start out by finding something that you're passionate about in terms of topics that you're going to cover. Because the more that you know a topic that you're going to cover in terms of your productions for your YouTube channel, the better you can evolve and explain things more clearly. I mean, I could start a channel about opera and not know what the hell I'm talking about, and it would probably crumble and die within the first video. Or I could talk about camcorders all day, which I know very well, and I have the ability to explain that in detail and talk to people who don't know anything about cameras and explain it to the point where they do understand. So find a niche topic that you're passionate about and start from there. I mean, and then consistency is key. I mean, do a weekly upload schedule, get ahead of yourself if you have to, do the scheduled upload feature, and roll from there. What do you guys think?
Absolutely. And then also connecting with like similar-minded creators, finding other people that do similar things that you share an audience with. They can hopefully take some of your audience and you can take some of theirs and grow from that.
You know,
Collaborations are definitely really important.
There's a great place called Socialblade.com where you can connect with other people that produce videos for YouTube and all that jazz. And
I think I've
And
heard of
have
that
similar
website.
sized channels as well.
yes, the
Yeah.
similar rank tool. Fantastic.
You know what? I think I've heard of that website before.
Yeah.
I think I
Well,
have too. I
yeah.
think maybe it's on my shirt. Yeah.
I think they
So-
recently added a Twitch tracking one as well.
Yeah. You
I don't have an
need-
Instagram shirt, so
I
I'm
need
sorry.
a socialblade.com/book shirt /book.
For those that don't know what that is a YouTube strategy guide book that you can get. It's written by one of our good friends, Tim Schmoyer.
Small
He
fee,
was-
but really well worth it.
It has a lot of stuff jam-packed, and he talks to you like a normal person. He doesn't give you tons of stuff, and you have to kind of dissect through all the lines of code. It's really well written. I liked it.
Yes.
Not bad. Danny, I know that you're actually fairly active on certain things like Twitter and whatnot. What would you say is I hate to word it this way, but the most beneficial that you've seen? What new things have you been trying lately that maybe you might be able to help out with some of the people in the crowd?
Yeah. Again, finding other people that share similar interests with you. Like if you
Okay.
go on Twitter and type in the search bar, if you're going to like an event, for example, if you're going to VidCon, type in VidCon, and then it'll list everybody who's tweeting about VidCon, and then connect with them before you go to the event and sort of check out each other's channels ahead of time. Or if you discovered a new video game that you're interested in playing, look up people who are also playing that and then chat them up on Twitter and sort of befriend them.
Definitely a good idea. The Mystic Spade, what about you?
In regards to what?
Like, what would you find most beneficial to your channel in terms of, let's say, social medias? Like, are you more of a Twitter person, Facebook, Google Plus, or
Really, man, like my channel, I grow my channel based on no promotion, just to prove that it can be done. That's really it, because I get people that ask me all the time, "Hey, can you shout me out? Can you shout me out?" And I've grown my channel with absolutely no promotion whatsoever. I don't link my stuff on forums. I don't share videos with big YouTubers hoping for likes. Now, I'm not saying you can't do that, but I'm not going to say very good friends, but there is a certain guy that does in-depth videos that I'm close with. We talk on a daily basis, and some of you might know who he is. And he watches my videos, but we kind of have a thing to where, you know, I don't ask him for likes, and he doesn't give me likes, just because it's a mutual respect thing. And he straight up told me anyone that approaches him, he just blocks them instantly, just because it's kind of rude, you know, because he gets it so much.
yeah?
So, I mean, some things like my Unfiltered series where I covered like girl gamers and stuff like that, like I linked that on Twitter because it directly correlated with conversations that I was having with friends already on Twitter.
Yeah.
But other than that, like normal gaming videos, I don't see the need in sharing those.
All right, not bad. Dave, pick a topic. It's your turn now.
Well, I should bring up not really topics, but things to talk about, things to mention at this point. If you guys are interested in actually being on this show, and last time we mentioned this towards the end, I want to bring this out towards the beginning of the show. You can apply to be on this show at urgo.co socialblade.com/FAQ apply. So you fill out a few basic things. You got to have a webcam, you got to have a Skype account, a decent internet connection, and you can join the fun like MysticSpade here and Intern Danny.
Intern Danny.
Intern Danny.
It's your new nickname.
You're gonna have a shirt that just says
feel it.
intern across the front
Yep.
of it.
Yeah. Our new
I'll just get a Sharpie and write it on this afterwards.
Exactly.
I need to work on that design.
We've mentioned socialblade.com/book, a fantastic guide. It is well worth the price. And last thing I want to mention, real fast, two things. If you need any sort of support at all that we can't help you with right now, at the bottom of pretty much any page or the home page, there's a huge green button. It's the support page, or go to support.socialblade.com. One last thing is Community Spotlight. Have you guys seen the new Community Spotlight? In fact, if you haven't, hint, there might be something coming out Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Community Spotlight is our revamp of the Social Blade Partner Spotlight, where basically you guys can submit a professional-looking video. You have to be on camera. There's a few things that you have to follow. But if you guys produce something fantastic, you will be uploaded and featured on the Social Blade channel. So that is worth applying for. And I forget where that's at. Isn't it like... I don't know. We'll put the link in the description. I forget what the URL
Okay.
is for it. Or unless you guys want to search the Community Spotlight playlist after this episode, you can go check that out. The latest episode we had was Kitty's Mama. And in the description is everything that you need to know. And I think it's like upload.socialblade.com or something.
It'll be on Twitter afterwards too.
Yeah, it is. Upload.socialblade.com. And Twitter. Yeah, fantastic stuff. So that's all I want to cover. Sub me and I'll sub you back. No thanks.
Yeah, sub for sub is the worst way to build YouTube channels. Don't fall for
Agreed.
it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We
Yeah.
have a YouTube playlist called YouTube Tips that I've been producing slowly but surely. And one of the topics I did cover is, of course, sub for sub and not to do it.
Yeah, that's one thing that people don't understand. View count is more important than sub count.
Yes.
Period.
People are asking
I'm living proof
how-
of that one.
People are asking, do you have to speak English or do you need to be partnered? You do not need to speak English to be partnered. You just need 1.5K views per month average now. We lowered the threshold. Actually, RPM lowered it for us because they are the network side of things. But if you guys apply through Socialblade, you get added benefits and such from Socialblade. You're in contract. I think the current contract is, I don't know if we're doing a 1 year or 2 year contract, but do read your contract before you sign and agree to it. I think for those that apply through Socialblade, it's a 1 year, 60-40 or 70-30 split. It's an auto-renew and all that, so just read over that. Jake says, Dave, have you heard about the 50,000 channels getting suspended due to new content ID and tag spam? I have not, but I'm sort of not surprised.
Well, yeah, that was because
Yeah.
a lot of channels with that had like over 4,000 characters of ignore tags in their description and stuff. It was just abusing the system.
Yeah, don't add random tags to your description, guys. It never really works.
Well,
they've
that
definitely
used
been
to
cracking
be
down on that a lot lately.
Yeah. And while that used to be acceptable practice, actually, YouTube has been really trying to crack down on that due to all the abuse that's been happening. I think at one point a couple of years ago, they even had that in their guidebook. But I mean, because of the abuse, yeah, they've definitely been trying to crack down on that. I actually had to go through some of my videos. I didn't like tag spam, but I had a few extra tags at the bottom, kind of in a sentence or two. And I felt the need to actually get rid of those just in case if I wouldn't like trip up that system. So I mean, I listed off, let's say, mods that I used in Minecraft. And because of that, I kind of had to also change the way that my descriptions were done. So for future reference, guys, don't do it.
Yeah, and they don't show mercy to anyone. Mr. Technical
No.
Difficult had a few million subscribers, and he got suspended for that.
Yeah.
New
So-
topic. Faded Blades says, I've had 39 subs for about 2 weeks now, and I can't break it. I don't... At first I read that and I thought, are you stuck on Social Blade saying that you don't?
I think he means his personal channel, like tips on how to do it. Like really, the best thing I can tell you to do is like look at the videos that you made that are doing well over the other ones, and try to focus on that.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
know,
say,
that's-
if your Skype or if your Social Blade is stuck, make sure you don't have anything listed as not public, because if you hide
Yeah.
those things, we can't get the data. So don't hide your sub counts or your
Also, if it was,
videos.
yeah, and also if it was a more of a personal thing that you can't actually reach something that's higher, what I'd recommend is going through your videos and looking at your on-page optimization, because that usually helps you get higher up in the search engines on both YouTube and in Google. Whereas, let's say if you go to your analytics, check a video, see what types of searches you're getting in, see if you can actually maybe work that into your descriptions or into your tags. You might be able to get even more from that in the future. And also keep in mind that your audience kind of wants you to have a certain flow of videos, but let's say if you do videos every day at 12, don't start doing them at 7. Like, I don't know, does anyone else have anything else to say on top of that? Because that was one of the things that hurt me the most. Like, I did 12 p.m. every day, then all of a sudden I started changing my time, and I noticed a big view drop for that until after I switched it back.
I sort of have a question for any of you. Do you believe
Okay.
that there's such a thing as uploading too often? Because
Yes.
I know with gaming
Yes.
videos, people tend to upload a lot more often
Me.
than people who do
Yeah.
on-camera videos.
Like
Yeah.
personally, like a couple of people I know, they'll do 2 a day. You know, they'll like, and that's for the bigger guys. They'll do a gameplay one and then a vlog style one, which I think 2 a day is too much. You know, because I feel that you're bombarding. Because I mean, people that are sub to you are sub to other people. You know, so you're fighting for that one video view already. So now it's
Right.
like if you're uploading 2 or more videos a day, you're trying to fight for those too. You know, and it's like.
In that
Nice.
case, you'd probably hate me. I used to do up to 5 a day.
I used to
Ooh.
follow Brian S. Red on YouTube, and he used to do like a lot of vlogs and such before he had a stroke, and then actually like he was paralyzed left hand of his body, and now he's back doing DJ work and all that jazz. I mean, it's impressive. But he used to do 5 video uploads a day. I used to follow him for about a year, and then I'm subscribed to like 90 channels, so I follow on top of everyone and try to comment or at least like each video. But yeah, it's kind of rough. But luckily he went back to like maybe one every now and then. But I can keep up with 1 video a day. So that's probably a mix, or my max. Maybe 2 videos a day for a subscriber is decent.
Yeah, for me, it's like, I don't know, like, I sub to Max a million, if any of y'all know who he is, does like fighting games, you know, and like how he does it, he'll upload one game and then another game. So it's technically 2 different videos, you know, so I don't mind that, but people that say like do Let's Plays and they upload 3 parts in the same day, I ain't watching them.
I know a lot of bigger people actually in Polaris that actually do that too. And I will agree, after that started happening to a few of my subscriptions, I stopped watching them as much.
Exactly. It just bombards me. It's like, nah, I'm good.
What a lot of people do is, especially on like new games, they try to get out as many parts as they can just so they can maybe try to get higher up in the search. And I think that's kind of what a lot of people fall into, that whole entire routine. So I hate to point out names, but you know, there are a few people that do that, and yeah, it is kind of annoying.
Okay.
Yeah. My upload schedule is like once every Monday, but consistency overall I think is key. Just don't flood people with uploads because they just can't keep on track of that. Real fast, just before the end of the show too, as well, I want to cover that there is a live show. Speaking of live streaming, if you guys are interested in gameplay, our buddy Sean from the Socialblade staff does live streaming on the twitch.tv channel, so you can go to twitch.tv/Socialblade Gaming. That'll be starting, what does he do, like 5 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be in about an hour or
Half an
so.
hour after the show.
Or, yeah.
About 40 minutes from now.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
What would you say that some of your challenges have been? This goes to both, everyone else here, actually, on YouTube or on social media that you'd want to maybe talk about. MysticSpade.
I'd say staying true to yourself, really.
Yeah.
And that's really a big one because there's a lot of people that I've met in person that are totally different than the person they portray themselves to be. And I've met a couple of people that are 100% true to that. They're true to themselves. And that's me, you know, and I am a very vulgar person overall, you know, and in my live streams, my YouTube videos, like that's me, that's who I am. I'm not going to filter myself, you know, to try to get people to like me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. You know, it's just simple as that. I'm not gonna beg for people to subscribe to me or anything like that. It's like, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I mean, I stay true to who I am.
That's always good advice to do in general. Danny, what about you?
My biggest issue is coming up with like original content. I know a lot of people that do vlogs do like the same thing. It's like 10 facts about me, or, you know, tag videos like the cinnamon challenge or the salt and ice challenge or the boyfriend tag or the girlfriend tag. And I'm trying not to fall into that, where all I'm uploading is things that have already been done. So it's coming up with new topics and then being able to get my ideas out on camera and in front of the camera. And for that reason, it's been a while since I actually uploaded a new video. But that's definitely something that I'm
Didn't you
working
upload
on.
recently?
Yeah, I uploaded a video from Playlist Live, which
right.
was a YouTube convention that I went to. But yeah, other than that, it's what's been helping me a lot is watching other people's videos that talk about similar topics but not the same topic. Because if I watch a video on a topic that I'm trying to make, then I end up almost copying exactly what they said, which I really don't want to do. So finding people who make similar content to inspire me has sort of helped.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think my limitation is definitely not procrastinating.
Yeah, that too.
I try to schedule, upload, and get ahead of myself, but you know, in the end, I'm there like 2 days before I'm supposed to air an episode, and over the weekend I'm making another episode.
Yeah, one thing that Danny touched on, like, for people that upload games, like, it's incredibly hard to produce an original style video, because especially with Let's Plays, I mean, nobody's going to watch 5 different people do a Let's Play of the same game. So it's like pretty much, and I've said this all the time, people sub to your personality, they sub to you. Not, I mean, they might check you for your gameplay first, but eventually you're going to be what keeps them there. So, I mean, it's just, that's really the struggle, especially on the gaming side, is finding something that's original, like Danny said, because that's hard, especially on the gaming side.
Agreed.
Driver
Most
Film
definitely
says
agreed.
coming up with new topics is difficult for me. I don't know what to say until at least 10 minutes before I switch the camera on. Been there, done that.
Today even, Dave.
Yeah.
Cough, cough.
Jake1825 says, what do you guys feel about younger guys, 13 plus, making great content and getting hate due to age, aka ageism, and that stops them from growing? Any ideas?
I mean, I definitely feel like that's a good thing. I feel like if you're making great content and you're younger, people will respect you more. They'll be like, oh, wow, this guy's only 13, but he's still producing great content. That's awesome. And they'll want to watch you more. There's definitely people who will always, you know, go to your videos and troll you and be like, oh, wow, you're only 13. Why are you on YouTube? But that's something that you just kind of need to ignore or block out. And at least they're watching you, right?
Yeah,
I mean, a hate comment is still
any
still
view is a good view, you know.
Yeah, any view. Yeah,
but my problem is, and this is a big pet peeve of mine, is tutorial videos. Okay, I don't think any 12-year-old should be giving technical advice on YouTube. That is my biggest pet peeve. Now, in terms of gaming and stuff, I mean, I understand, but if you're telling me how to like install Windows on like all different kinds of stuff, a 12-year-old should not be telling me how to do this. You know, like that's just a pet peeve. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just a pet peeve.
Oh yeah, I definitely had
like
a tech channel when I was 12, and I cringed every time I go to it.
Yeah, you know,
it's so bad.
I go back to like my earlier tech and tutorial stuff, and it's like, oh, I was so monotone and really didn't know what I was talking about. Like even like the first 2 years of my channel, where I maybe had 67 subs over those 2 years gained, and now I'm over 8,000, and it's because I know what I'm talking about. I feel more comfortable. So that's why I said before, find something that you're more comfortable talking about and you really know, because it shows in your videos for sure.
Yeah, for me though, like in terms of like the gaming side, I personally like, I don't mind watching a person play games that's younger, because I mean, younger people have better reflexes and stuff, especially shooters and muscle memory and stuff. So I don't mind that. But a good example I can use is Advanced UAV. If any of y'all know who he was, Call of Duty guy. I think he started YouTube when he was 12, and he got a lot of hate because, one, he had a very annoying voice, you know, like really bad. And on top of that, he was a redhead. He was a ginger. So everybody just bagged on him for that. And like his content wasn't original whatsoever. He copied all kinds of people's content, but he wound up getting a machinima contract, and that just upset a lot of people. And I found out that he got that contract because his mom threatened to sue Machinima because he met all the requirements, and they're like, "No, you're too young. You're too young." And his mom threatened to sue. That's why he got the contract. And then he was actually streaming on Twitch when he was 12. Whenever terms of service says you can't do it until you're 13, and he lied about it, so they banned his channel. You know, they temp banned it. They didn't perma ban it, but they temp banned it until after he was 13. But he got a lot of hate, and I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them. Just because he annoyed the crap out of me, and it's just personal preference. But and that comes back to the original content. He was copying people's stuff blatantly, and that's just something I personally don't like.
On that note, I mean, sure, I may have gotten into YouTube by trying to not mimic other people, but trying to kind of play off their strengths, and that was probably one of my biggest mistakes. Once I started being unique and being myself, I realized that not only was I having more fun with it, that I was getting a much better response from the YouTube community. So, just something to remember, guys, for all the audience out there.
I mean, people are always going to tell who you're inspired by the content
Oh,
you
yeah.
produce. I mean, you're not trying to emulate them, but I mean, you can tell who influences you by what you say, how you present it. And I don't think that's bad, but when you're just flat out stealing someone's content and making it your own, that's where the problem lies for me. But emulation and stuff like that, I don't see a problem in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do a closing topic here. Sort of ties in with the chat too, so I can yell at them while I'm bringing up a topic.
Careful, Dave.
Great. Things not to do, unless you want to piss off your audience. I say key points not to do is spam comments of everyone's video, maybe spam websites or whatnot. I mean, one thing we constantly get, and I really wonder this, is people jump into the Socialblade chat room and they'll like spam their channel link or something. And I guess in their mind they think that, oh, everyone's going to go and automatically sub to that channel. But it's the complete opposite. I mean, they're like, oh, spammed it. I'm probably never going to go back to that channel again because of that. So I mean,
and if in 90% of the time, people that go, they'll actually leave hate on the channel.
Yes.
Yeah. Spamming it.
And that'll actually hurt your ranks in some cases too. So the best thing to do is to make great content and become friends. I mean, if you're going to enter a chat room, don't just post your link and leave, because that doesn't do any good.
True.
Join the communication there. Start chatting, especially with the Socialblade chat room at socialblade.com/chat. And because
imagine that.
People, nice plug, right? If you jump in the chat room and start chatting with people, 99% of the time people are like, oh, what do you do on YouTube? What's your channel link?
Yeah.
So you get your channel link in there. You get a plug, and it's a positive, not a negative. And people that just like come to streams like this and they just flood their links and whatnot, and they say, come check this out, then it's not going to happen.
It's like, I know you guys are trying to advertise, and you try to get out there, but I mean, if you're going into, let's say, a live stream and trying to spam a Minecraft server or trying to get somebody to add you to Skype so you can sub for sub, it doesn't really help. The value of that is almost non-existent compared to the amount of effort that you put into it. You could be doing so much more just by reaching out to somebody or just by staying around, chatting, having a good time. And I think it goes back to the whole idea of quality, and certain things like that, they don't really help you out. A number is a number. Subs don't really matter all that much. I mean, yes, let me rephrase that. Subs matter, but I mean, you shouldn't focus on the number itself. I mean, I have over 25,000 subs, and personally, I wish I would have had more views than subs, because a lot of those subs aren't exactly active as much. A lot of them don't really watch all my videos. What you really want to do is focus on trying to get more engagement, more views, more interaction, more everything. It's just, don't focus on subs and don't focus on the money. Just be yourself, guys.
Yeah.
Be yourself and be happy.
And another thing that I've noticed over the years that a lot of people ask me, they're like, how come you have so many views compared to your subs? And because they'll be like, oh, I have 80 subs, but I'm only averaging 10 views a video when they have a small channel. And a rule of thumb I always tell them is you're really only going to get 10% of your sub base watching your videos, and because that's your most active base. And they're like, well, that makes sense, because they'll go look at it and they'll average, 250,000 sub channel, first day uploads on average 2,500 to 3,000 views. So I mean, it makes sense.
Flame the Hedgehog collects Danny's glasses. He's got some.
Oh, well, thank you,
some
Flame the
pair.
Hedgehog. Thank you. I like your name.
Ew, I had to switch my name from Sonic in the chat room to Sonic Up Studios because people assumed I played Sonic all day. And I was like, I'm not really a gamer. Although it was a good game. So
Only on the Sega, though.
that'll
Ooh.
agree. And so that's,
Oh yeah, I kind of agreed on that too.
shall we wrap up this episode?
Yeah,
On
sure.
Negative mark. Guys, once again, check out the following things. ergo.co/FAQ apply to be on this show. You do need to meet a few requirements, and we will pre-screen you with a Skype call to make sure you are grade A material. Also, any links or description will be in the description that we forgot to mention or cannot post alive in this chat because of filtering. Thank you, YouTube. Anything else? What am I missing, guys? Anything? Kestel, am I missing anything? Am I leaving anything out?
No, just remember to check out DannyFratella and TheMysticSpade or TheMysticSpade.
Well, it's MysticSpade. It's just I had to create to get my channel partnered. It was
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so other than that, if you guys are interested in gaming, which I'm sure most of you guys are, twitch.tv/Socialblade Gaming will be live in about 25-30 minutes. So check that out. Socialblade is all about streaming, so you can meet up with Sean there. Tell him we sent you. Other than that, we're out of here, guys. Thank you for watching.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.